Well, with that third rugby league test coming up very shortly, Australia against the Kiwis, I suppose the hunch punters might have backed Jimmy Cassidy yesterday.
Mike, that's a very good point. He's done remarkably well since settling here in Sydney, this expatriate New Zealand jockey. A Melbourne Cup already on his gun barrel, along with a Brisbane Cup on a horse called 4 Crowns. And he's only been back a few weeks since recovering from that nasty fall in Adelaide back in May, when he fell from Sir Zephyr in the Rain Lover Plate. Yesterday he notched a double, and the first of his 2 wins was on the Ray Guy trained Gull Sabre in a race called the Larkspur Handicap, named after the great English Derby winner, which was ridden by the late Neville Selwood. OK, let's pick up the action as they near the turn into the straight, where there's plenty of pace on, and Folsom is the leader. Now, Byfolk, who was having his first attempt at a middle distance, was in second place. He had to work pretty hard early, Byfolk, and now he's starting to struggle as they near the turn. The favourite on stage is running third with the blinkers as they swing for home. Santaniaco in the black and red colours, and widest of all on the turn into the straight in the pink colours with the brown cap is the ultimate winner, Gull Sabre. He's by no means the prettiest actioned horse you've ever seen. He's got a rather exaggerated way of going with his front legs, but right down the middle of the track now he puts in a storming run, and Gull Sabre, with Cassidy looking pretty confident, sweeps to the lead now with 100 metres left to go. Linger Longer in the yellow and black got into second place on the inside of the leader, but it's all Gull Sabre who goes on strongly with the job, and at the juicy odds of 15 to 1 he scores easily over Linger Longer, and Fairy Prince Whiteout got up to run third at big odds of 40 to 1. The second leg of the Sydney double was the Detours handicap, and Bow Kingdom continued on his winning way. They say that weight'll stop a train. Well, it certainly hasn't stopped this bloke, because he carried the steadier of 61.5, or 9 stone 7 in the old language, and you don't see many horses win with that sort of weight in handicap races these days. Now, on the turn, he's a mile back. He's just about to be switched out by Quinton. He's got white, blue armbands, white cap and a white breastplate, and because of the extra poundage, he takes a little bit longer to wind up than he did last week. Jax is the leader close to home, but watch Bow Kingdom wide out. Quinton puts a couple on him with the shillelagh. Boscafella in the orange colours is wedged in between the 2 leaders. Bow Kingdom wants to duck in slightly near the line, and Boscafella was noticeably tightened up in the last 50 metres, but Bow Kingdom scores another superlative win. They gambled with him a little bit yesterday. He started at 2 to 1, Jax at 12 to 1, and Boscafella third at 4 to 1. How much longer can he keep going? Well, I don't know. Trainer Kevin Robinson indicated that he might switch him to an open handicap race now, and of course the Epsom in early October will probably be his main mission in the spring, but he's a damn good horse, Bow Kingdom, and one of the most improved in the state of New South Wales. Now we're going to Victoria Park in Adelaide. This is the racecourse which has the longest home straight of any track in Australia, and you'll get a good look at that long stretch of turf as they swing around the turn in the Aqueduct Welter yesterday. Commentary by Ron Paps.
Bound under the 600-metre mark, and the leader is Count Winya, but shown the shillelagh. Man of Straw goes up into second placing, running, or Straw's Luck, I should say, goes into second placing, running on well. Colour Bright was next, as Straw's Luck now goes to the lead. Man of Leader's making its claim. Count Winya beaten. Colour Bright and Benny the Tsar looking for a way out. Tear On joining in, and right down the outside, Trezana has come from well back. Trezana goes up to Man Elite, and Trezana goes to the lead. There's Mossland starting to pick her up now, and Tear On battling away. Man Elite, Benny the Tsar switches back to the rub, but the top weight's going to be too strong. She's coming away in the closing little bit. Trezana, she'll win it well. 2 or 3 lengths to Mossland. Twig now, what a huge run. It's probably run third.
14 to 1 pop the winner, Trezana. Now we go to the Grand National Hurdle at Flemington. Watch the leader, Go Gong, crash 1,800 metres out.
At the 1,800-metre mark, the next jump coming up now, and it's Go Gong by 2. Savant second, a half into my outright. Oh, Go Gong went through that. Go Gong has gone down, the leader. Go Gong crashed through, and he's brought down Zamenhof. Zamenhof is out of the Grand National Hurdle, and so is Go Gong. 2 casualties at the 400-metre mark, and Planinka coming down towards the second last, comes to it, jumps it, oh, he landed it only awkwardly there. It's still Planinka about 3 lengths, so just, and Quabite finishing home fairly well. Here's the last coming up, Planinka 4 lengths in front. He goes through the last, but he landed 3 or 4 lengths in front. Harnett starts to pull the whip on him. He's 3 lengths in front of Quabite out of the pack, but it's Planinka still the leader from Quabite, and so just. Planinka's giving plenty, and it's Planinka's Grand National for 85. Planinka coming on to win the National by 3 lengths. Second home is Quabite, a length or so just.
Nick Harnett rode the winner Planinka, starting at 7-2 and equal favourite. Now to the Rothmans 100,000 at Doomben. Commentator Wayne Wilson.
350 metres to go. Cold Pack raced up on the outside to go to the lead. It's Cold Pack about a length in front. Princess Tiber running on strongly on the outside. Lord Ballina coming home well. On the extreme outside, Final Affair is putting in a big run. Credit again over towards the rails. They've got 100 metres left to go. Lord Ballina has taken the lead. He sprinted away from them. And Lord Ballina races away to win it easily. Lord Ballina first, Princess Tiber second, tight third, Final Affair out wide with Mr. Magic and Credit again.
Well, what a year it's been for champion jockey Mick Dittman, who rode that winner Lord Ballina, trained by Tommy Smith. Lord Ballina, a son of the champion sire Bletchingley. It was TJ Smith's 6th success in that famous sprint race at Doomben. Because of the airline strike, Tommy couldn't get up there. He had to watch the race on closed circuit at Rosehill. Incidentally, Mike, nobody knows whether Lord Ballina's going to race again. Apparently, his controlling interests are in Ireland, and they've got to make a phone call over the weekend to see whether they keep him in work or retire him to start immediately.
TJ may have something to say on that.
I think he might.
OK, don't go away.